everybody, welcome back. This is week 50 for Defy Aging. This week there's two small circuits, each with only 3 exercises, so the group will most likely have to be split into 2 smaller groups. And you're going to go through those 3 exercises within each circuit for 3 rounds. Each round is going to be timed a little bit differently. So round 1 is going to be 40 seconds on, 40 seconds off. Round 2 is going to be 30-30, and then round 3 is going to be 20-20. So just be ready for that 20-second round to be moving pretty quickly. You have to get up and get moving to that next station relatively fast. So let's review what our 6 exercises are. Okay, this first one is, it's not really a name, but you're going to stand, sit, and then do a bottoms up overhead press. So there is a lot going on. So first of all, kettlebell is in that bottoms up position. You'll need a bench or a box. You're going to actually start in the seated position. So start sitting. Keep the kettlebell at the chest at all times. So we just want to avoid the kettlebell coming down here when you're not really utilizing it. So even when you're not doing the press, just keep it here at all times until you're ready to press it. Okay, so we stand, sit, and then press up, bring it down. Up, down, press. Okay, I'm gonna do one from, I guess you could probably still see me, from the side. Okay, so because with this press, what I wanted to show you is, it is a little out in front of you. We're certainly not pressing forward, don't do that. But it's not gonna probably be straight over your head. It's going to be just a little up in front like this. So keep that in mind. So we go up, down, press. Try to get a full extension with the arms, and keep that keep that bell up. And when you're not utilizing the kettlebell, keep it right here at the chest. Don't let it fall down to the waist. Next one I call corner puddle hops. So we've done puddle hops before, which is really just side to side, staying kind of stationary. But this one is actually going to have a forward moving pattern, and you're going to be sort of doing the hops to the corners. If anyone remembers from a couple of weeks ago where we did the banded corner steps moving forward, where we had that band around the knees, this is similar as far as that forward moving pattern. Oh, this bench here. So the puddle hops, you can kind of start in one corner. It's literally like you're jumping over it, like if there was a little puddle here and you wanted to sort of hop over it, and then hop over another one, and then hop over another one. See how I am moving forward? And you're pushing off with one leg, doing a little bit of a hop. Okay, so there is a little bit of impact involved with this movement. So I'll show you again. So I'm pushing off with this leg, doing a single leg hop. You can put this foot down, that's fine. Going to the corner. Okay, so again, a little bit of momentum, but it's not a ton. For anyone that is watching out for momentum, you can really just take it down as far as how big you're jumping. So we're going to take that a little smaller, because we do really want, if possible, we really do want to focus on that single leg push off and then that landing. So that's really going to help us with our agility, which is something that we're always trying to focus on with Defy. That's really just going to help with our overall balance, and especially with winter coming up, balance, agility, being able to control and stabilize on unstable surfaces, stuff like that, right? So I just showed you a smaller version of it for anyone taking that impact down a little bit. For anyone who's avoiding impact 100% altogether, we're going to take these to really big, wide corner steps. So as you see, I got even lower because I was taking such a big, wide step. Zero impact there, but I want you to focus on as big of a step as you possibly can. Still doing that corner movement. So a couple of options there, but that is our corner puddle hop. All right, next up is the bent over band row. So we need the band with the handles for this. Okay, I'm gonna stand on the band, cross it. So we have that angle coming up this way. Keep the palms turned neutral, so palms turned inward. And we want that 45-degree body position. So I'm gonna pop my hips back as I lean forward a little. So I wanna make sure we're not just kind of slouching down like this, but instead we're actually popping those hips back. As you pop the hips back, your body comes into this 45 degrees. Okay, and from here we're gonna Alternate rowing the arms left and right. You can get a little bit of a twist. See how my body's twisting just a little bit, but we don't want to get an excessive twist like this. We don't want that much turn in the trunk. So you can get a little bit of a twist, but yeah, bringing the elbow kind of back, like you're tucking that elbow into your back pocket is what I call it. And keep your body weight in your heels. That's just a little tip for you. It's going to sort of take some pressure off of your lower back. If you keep your body weight just sunken into your heels, nothing you can see. It's just a little, again, a little tip. What was the last thing? I think that was it. So yeah, again, alternating sides. Oh yeah, if you step a little wider, inch or two wider, it's just going to tighten up that resistance a little bit. So if you feel like you want a little more challenge, a little more resistance, widening your stance will do that a little bit for you by putting a little more tension on that band. So that's our bent over band row. All right, first exercise for the second circuit. We're going to do a chest press with a slow negative. So standard chest press on the floor. We've done this quite a bit. So many ways to add variety to it. So this week, the variety is going to be a slow negative. We want a 1 second up, 3 second down pattern. So elbows are kind of tucked down just a little so they're not straight out to the side. So this would be straight out to the side. Angle them down a little. We go 1 second up and then 3, 2, 1. 3 seconds down. Up 1, 3, 2, 1. Up 3, 2, 1, and so on. When you put these down, just a little safety tip for you. Put them down like that so that the bottom of the bell goes down to the floor that way. That's just going to be safer on your shoulders. All right, so again with that pattern, up 1 second, down 3. Anyone staying off the floor, your coaches can wheel an incline bench into the space. And if that's unavailable or for some reason not working, we can actually take this to a wall push-up. And that would work just the same. And what you would do here then is you would go 3 seconds down to the wall, 3, 2, 1, and push up on 1. 3, 2, 1, up on 1. So that's an option as well. Kneeling get-ups. We haven't done this one for a very long time. So it does involve kneeling, which I know not everyone is comfortable doing, so I do have an alternative. So we start on the knees, full tall kneeling position like this. So we're not back like this on the heels. We're fully up. So you bring one leg up to a half kneel, and then we stand, and then that same leg that started the half kneel then goes down, and we're back where we started. And we're going to alternate our leading leg. So this leg started the first time, right? Now this leg's going to start half kneel. Now this leg goes down. Okay? You can, if you need a little assistance, that was the unassisted way to do it. Little assistance would look like this. I'm going to push off that thigh just a little bit and then use this leg to assist myself down. Let's go over the pattern. Let's go over the alternating pattern. I don't know why I turned to the side. Okay. Counting down the timer. 3, 2, 1. The set is starting. So, right leg up, right leg down, left leg up, left leg down. Right leg up, right leg down, left leg up, left leg down. The only reason I went through that whole thing is I know there's a lot of confusion with what leg goes up, what leg goes down. So you think of the up and the down as one rep. That's one full thing, up, down. When you get back down, that's your reset. That's when you start the other leg. So that's why I wanted to show you that full thing. And again, the assisted version, you push up gently on the thigh. That's totally fine. If you're using assistance on your thigh, you want to avoid excessive assistance though. So what we don't want to do is you have to lean forward this much. If it's getting to be that much assistance, it's kind of a judgment call. We want to take it to our alternative movement. Good segue. And the alternative movement is going to be step ups. So alternating the leading leg, same concept there. So alternate that leading leg. And we'll do step ups for the alternative. So the kneeling get up is actually a pretty advanced movement. If it's new for you, definitely give it a try. If you're unable to be on the knees, definitely opt for the step up instead. All right, the next one is a 1, 2, 3 Superman lift. So it's our standard Superman, but we're going to go up on 3 counts instead of just one big up and down. Well, the down is still just one, but many of you are familiar with our Superman, so it's a floor exercise on your stomach, arms out. So standard Superman would be lift and down, all in one fell swoop on the way up. But, it's a good stretch. Pardon me. We're going to go up on 3 counts. So don't make each movement very big or you're going to run out of space. So tiny little increments. You want to keep your neck neutral. So you kind of want to keep your chin down. So don't be looking up like I kind of just was to look up at the camera. So we lift the legs too, but not by bending the knees. So we're going to go up a little bit. 1, 2, and then as far as you can on 3, and then come all the way down. 1, 2, 3, and down. So it's a posterior chain exercise. So we're using we're using upper, middle, and lower back muscles, glute, hamstrings. We're using it all, okay? So 1, 2, 3, on the way up. Now, for anyone staying off the floor, we're gonna do an incline bird dog, but we're gonna do it a little different than normal because I want to get that same kind of concept, but we're not gonna do the 1, 2, 3. Instead, we're gonna do pulses, and I'm gonna have you change sides halfway through. So, show you what I mean by that. So I got my incline here. So you need a box or a bench. Hands are on the incline. So a standard bird dog is one arm up and the opposite leg up, alternating sides like that. We're going to do something a little different. Whatever side you're starting on, so mine is going to be my right arm and my left leg. I'm going to have you bring it halfway down and then go back up in kind of a pulsing form. I'm going to have you pulse that same side for half of the time. Your coach will let you know when it's time to switch in that same set. So half the time on one side, half the time on the other. And then switch and do the other side, pulse on the other side for the other half. It's a little bit different. So we're pulsing instead of doing the 1, 2, 3 if you're doing the incline bird dog option. Team builder. All right, our team builder this week is a wall sit challenge, but not just for time, not the usual. It's going to be a partner wall sit challenge. One partner is going to be against the wall doing their wall sit. Other partner is going to be doing something for reps. And that thing is going to be a banded side step. So you got your band. I'm in a very small space here. Under the feet. 12 steps one direction, 12 steps the other. So make sure the band is under the arch of the shoe, or if you don't have high arches, at least in the center of the shoe. And we take our steps one direction, keep a soft bend in your knees. I would have gone 12 that way, and then 12 back this way. Okay, see how I'm keeping a soft bend in my knee? That's very important. Don't lock your legs out like this. So I would be doing my 12 steps in each way, while my partner is holding their wall sit. If you're able to get a 90-degree bend in your knees, wonderful. Thighs parallel to the floor. It's the hardest way to hold the wall sit. Keep your back against the wall, so make sure you're not leaning forward like this. You can keep it up a little higher if needed. Totally fine, whatever you're able to do, but you're trying to hold this for the entire time that your partner is doing their side steps. And then, of course, switch. Now, when you're doing your side steps, do them properly and well. Don't go too crazy fast and take away the benefit, just to be super nice to your partner, to let them be done with their wall sit quicker. On the flip side, don't go super slow either, because, what goes around comes around, and then your partner might go super slow and make you have to hold that wall sit longer too. Anyway, it's all in fun. Do your best, and that's our partner wall sit challenge. All right, team, that is week 50, so we only have a couple weeks left of this year. Hope you enjoyed this workout. We'll see you back next week.